Hey everyone, it's Will. This is an instructional video on how to get co-op going. You'll need two files, BizHawk 2.3, it's going to be your emulator. You can just do a quick Google search on it, and you'll end up more than likely with this site. It's a GitHub, BizHawk 2.3.zip. That's what this file is right here. And assuming you have WinWare or a 7-zip, I think will do as well. Go ahead and extract it to its own folder. This is going to be your emulator folder. I'll refer to this as your BizHawk folder. You'll also need the FFr Co-Op. In this case, it's version 6. Same situation. Right-click, extract it to that. If you look inside the folder, you'll see 3 files. One of them is a README, which essentially this video covers most of, and 2 files. If we move that down here, let's go ahead and leave that open and reopen our BizHawk. This is, again, the BizHawk folder, your emulator folder, and its subfolders. There's 2 files in here, FFR team. Notice it's a Lua file. So we're going to go in the BizHawk folder inside the Lua file, which is inside there. And we're going to take the FFR team folder. We're just going to put that in there. Back in the BizHawk area, we're going to back out of the Lua folder. We're going to go back to the DLL folder. And if you notice, the other file that was in the file, the group of FFR Co-op is a DLL file, so it obviously goes in the DLL folder. Back up into the main BizHawk folder. And remember, this video is for a fresh start of doing this. If you've played co-op before, or if you've even messed around with it a little bit, and you go to drag those files in there, you may need to replace previous files that were already in there. So if there's an update to this co-op here, 7, 8, 9, 80, you would have to go through this process again. EmuHawk here is the application, that's the executable for your emulator. There it is. The first thing I usually do is go ahead and change your hotkeys to your preference. Notice controllers is grayed out, but hotkeys, what I use is delete and end for soft and hard reset, and then I change everything else to nothing. There's defaults in there. It could be something like this. I don't want that. If you don't want that as well, highlight the box and hit escape on your keyboard, and that'll get rid of them. So change that to whatever your liking is. Go to the cores. Under config cores, we're playing an NES game, so we're going to do NES. QuickNES and NESHawk. I use NESHawk because it's got perfect graphics. It requires a powerful computer. If your computer's not so good, or maybe things aren't quite working out for you, I would suggest moving on to the QuickNES core. Its graphics aren't as accurate, but it's fast. I'll just go to emulation and reboot your core, because that's like setting it and then rebooting. Load a ROM, so it's File, Open ROM. So you'll need to navigate through the screens and find whatever ROM you want to load. You should be able to do that. If you need help with that, certainly let us know. And once a ROM is loaded, go ahead and configure your controllers. Notice that this is not grayed out anymore, so you may configure your already plugged in controller to your liking. We're going to start the Lua console, which is under Tools, Lua console. It's going to pop up a new screen. It's going to look just like this. Script, and you're going to open script. You're going to open the Lua script file that you put in the Lua folder inside your BizHawk folder. Open script. It should automatically point you to the right area. In this case, here's your BizHawk folder, your Lua folder. It might just point you here automatically. But inside here is this FFR team. That's the file that you put in there. Open. That's going to open a new window here where you enter your name or whatever it is that you like. Don't make it too long. Just don't do it. Keep it to like 15 characters or something like that. There's a reason for it. And then your teammates will do the same thing. And then one player will initialize a new team. In this case, I'll do it. So it'll be Will, and I'm on team 4228. And then I communicate with my partner. Let's say it's Shalasia. And I'll say, okay, Shalasia, it's team 4228. They will enter the number 4228 right here on the previous screen, and they'll click Join Existing Team, and then we'll be linked. Don't close these windows. Just go ahead and minimize them. And notice the yellow button is up here. This has all of a sudden appeared. So that means that you're starting to communicate a little bit. And remember, you have to open a ROM first. You have to open a ROM before it is that you do this, that you connect. Selecting a party here. Notice we are still on the yellow button in the upper right-hand corner. And if you go to the main screen, the button turns green, and that means you're, I think it's called you're communicating with the server. Meridian can certainly clear that up. But this is good. You're good to go. If I go to the dwarf cave and pick up the ruby and my partner Shalasia, and about 10 seconds after I get it, Shalasia will get the message that Will has obtained the ruby, and the ruby will show up in his inventory. Orbs and key items only. If he gets something, that will pop up on my screen as well. Some people have had problems with the sound and lag in BizHawk, so that's why I suggest doing this soon. And before you ever want to play a game, I wouldn't just, oh, I'll just do it and then start playing with people. You're going to need to set all this up, which isn't too difficult, but some people are having issues with sound and lag, that you could switch cores. You may need to change your sound settings. Sometimes it crashes. It's not often. We haven't had a lot of that happen. But I know Minochi, Demon Frog have worked on that, and I believe they have a solution. This happens to be my settings. That's just what I have. So that's how you set up co-op. Thank you, and big thanks to Meridian. He's the one who did all this and made all this happen. He's done such great work. And I hope this video helped. Thanks, guys. Bye.